I just opened up a new trade on Bitcoin, and while this is happening, there's so much stuff currently going on. Bitcoin has seen a massive dump towards the downside, hitting back support, and at the same time, CZ officially resigns as CEO of Binance, and we got Richard Tang as new CEO of Binance. So a lot of stuff is happening. BNB has seen a significant correction, over 15% towards the downside. I will be discussing the Bitcoin price action, the most important charts, my new trade that I opened on Bitcoin, the new trade that I've set up on a different altcoin as well, and many more new important charts we need to discuss right now. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button, back up 400 likes on today's update video. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And once looking at Bitcoin actually right now, we can see on the imminent short term that Bitcoin has still been creating lower highs every single time, and at the same time we're creating an upward sloping support line, what means that we're forming higher lows. So Bitcoin basically is right now forming higher lows together with lower highs, and right now I have been opening up a new trade here exactly on support, and Bitcoin is already bouncing back towards the upside again. So later in this video I will be exactly talk about how I opened up this trade and why I'm opening up this trade and where I will be holding it towards my price targets, so make sure to stick till the end of the video. So currently the trend for Bitcoin is pretty interesting. We're creating this upward sloping support line right now for Bitcoin, and once again we actually bounced from off the upward sloping support line, and the most important resistance I've talked about many times before on the channel, this red box right here, once again provided resistance for us, and once again got us significantly rejected. But of course this time around it also happened due to the fact that of course CZ officially resigns as CEO of Binance, and he pleads guilty for money laundering at Binance. So there's a lot of stuff that actually happened, and that could be also a reason why Bitcoin came down a little bit here. And at the same time we've got a new CEO at Binance named Richard Tang. So at the same time while all this happened, BNB saw significant correction towards the downside. I mean, in the bigger things of it all, it is still trading in a massive downward sloping trend. CZ also publicly tweeted about his journey and why he decided to do so. I'm not quite sure on how Binance is exactly going to be performing, but honestly, I've not really been using Binance a lot recently, so I don't really care a lot about it, but only I think that CZ was a pretty good actor in the space, and he did a lot of stuff for us. So going back into Bitcoin, if we're going to be looking about where the liquidity currently lays in the market, we can clearly see that Bitcoin actually managed to grab that short liquidity I talked about in yesterday's video, sitting around the 35.5k level, what I exactly talked about yesterday, and where I also exactly opened up my trade from, where I'm currently more than $3,000 in profit from. So Bitcoin of course exactly bounced towards the upside, and if we were to be looking about where the liquidity currently lays in the market, it's clearly on the upside, and it's currently laying somewhere around that $38,000 level, where more than $300 million in liquidity lays for Bitcoin. So I won't be surprised if Bitcoin is actually going to go up to $38,000 potentially, wipe out these short positions, and then potentially comes down again here. So I'm going to be looking very closely towards that level, and Bitcoin once again found some support on the upward sloping support line, and yes, for the recent period, every single time Bitcoin has been retesting this level, we have been bouncing from off this level, and yet again we bounced from off this level, and potentially right now for the 12-hour time frame, Bitcoin is creating that symmetrical triangle that is about to be breaking out anytime soon. So honestly, with CZ and Binance right now removed off the picture, will the SEC finally greenlight the Bitcoin spot ETF, allowing BlackRock, Fidelity, Investigo, and all these other major issuers to take over control of the Bitcoin market? I mean, honestly, if this really were to be happening, this is usually how it goes here. This is usually how it goes. They wipe out the dominant player and then take over the monopoly themselves. Because yes, we do know that Binance is so big that they almost control the entire market. So this could be something from the higher end playing out right now here. And honestly, we do know that in 48 days from now on, we're probably going to get the Bitcoin spot ETF getting accepted. And with right now CZ and Binance removed out of the picture, I won't be really surprised that this is actually going to be happening. So Bitcoin at the same time is creating some bearish momentum, but I'm not quite sure about how this is going to be playing out here. And of course, I am long on Bitcoin. I opened this long position. I talked about it yesterday on my Twitter page. So I tweeted about this is my new trade I'm going to be opening with my exact orders. You can see it. These are the exact orders right here as well. I'd open up a trade with $10,000 and currently already more than $3,000 in profit in just a matter of time. And honestly, I was asleep, so I literally made some money while I was sleeping. So this is a new trade. My stop loss is already in profit, and honestly, the price target where I will be aiming for is going to be $38,000. This top side right here, and honestly, if I were to be taking any profits on this level, and honestly, I won't be surprised if we're actually going to be reaching it. So I'm going to be taking out approximately 50% of my entire trade around $38,000, the previous big resistance level here on the top side. So this is what I'm going to be doing right now here. And guys, if you want to be trading yourself, it's super simple, it's super easy to set up. And if you right now sign up an account using the link below, you can claim a deposit bonus up to $40,000. Be on high alert if you just go directly towards the website. It's only a $400 deposit bonus. And on top of that, guys, I've got an insane extra $1,000 airdrop position you can claim right now here. All you need to do here is go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account using that link below, complete KYC, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you can claim that free $1,000 airdrop position on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or either on Pepe. And talking about Pepe, guys, I also set up a new trade on Pepe. I didn't share this one here, but this one was so damn close here. This one was so close. You can see that I was only a few cents off before getting entered on my Pepe trade here, and you can see that if I were to be got entered, I would have made a profit of an about 20% towards the upside as well. 25% here would have made me as well an approximately $4,000. So pretty unfortunate that I did not got entered on Pepe as well, but yeah, maybe in the future I will be get entered. The reason why I was opening up this trade on Pepe, let me quickly go to a chart here, is because Pepe is currently actually at a very interesting level. It's sitting around this horizontal level right here, and I was trying to be longing this one on the retest. On this chart we actually touched it, but on other charts we didn't. So I am interested in longing this level right here because coins like Dogecoin and all these other coins have been actually exploding, and at the same time Pepe has not been really performing that well. And honestly, usually at these end of the cycle periods, these meme coins tends to be performing very well, and since liquidity is quite low and Pepe has, in my opinion, got a lot of potential upside, I was looking to get some entries on some trades on it. So yeah, looking to open up a few trades here on Pepe, and if I can get some entries, maybe I could make a ton of money in the next round towards the upside. And yeah, these are basically the classic charts I've discussed for quite a while here, but Bitcoin is creating an inverse head and shoulders and is probably going to go much higher. And in terms of on-chain data, guys, honestly, I don't really think that this is the time to be panicking right now. Once we're once again going to become in these green phases, entering the denial stages, honestly, those are the times you should be starting to think, okay, potentially this could be the top in the market. And especially if we're going to become in the euphoria/greed stages, that is really the point where we should start to think, okay, this is really the time to get out of the market, because every single time we are entering euphoria stages, it is the time to get out. And once ever this is going to be flashing again here, you will be the first one to know here on the channel. And basically this is based on the unrealized profit and loss. If there are too many people and too big of an unrealized profit, probably the market is going to go down, and also vice versa. If a lot of people are in a significant unrealized loss, that is probably once the market is going to be bottoming. Every single time this on-chain indicator has been right, and once it is once again flashing, you will be the first one to know here on the channel. So make sure to subscribe right now. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.